Well, hello to our viewers. I would like to welcome you to this interview that we are having this morning with Dr. Brandon Del Toro. Dr. Del Toro is the owner of Paris Family Dental in Paris, Texas. I would like to introduce you all to Dr. Del Toro. Dr. Del Toro, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Richard?
Great, great. Thank you. Dr. Del Toro, what I'd like to first of all do is have you introduce the viewers to yourself and maybe talk a little bit about yourself personally, your family, and what brought you to Paris, Texas.
Well, first of all, it's a pleasure to be with you, Richard. A little bit about me. My wife and I are both from Utah originally, and we did our training in California in the San Francisco area at the University of the Pacific. And when we were getting ready to graduate, we started looking around, thinking about where our family would best fit. She and I are both from a small town, and so we wanted to come and end up in a place where we were most comfortable, and that would be in a small town. And we looked all over the state of Texas, visited many cities, several practices. And found a great opportunity here in Paris, Texas, taking over a practice that had been here for quite some time, had been established by a very well-known doctor in the area, Dr. Joe Dupree, and we wanted to join a practice that had the same values as us. We wanted to be in a community that was smaller and had the similar values to us as well, and we're also looking for a great state that had the same values and a strong economy, and we found all that here in Texas, in Paris, Texas.
Okay, well that's interesting. Many doctors look for a bigger community, a bigger market to try to build a nice, big, profitable practice. But what you're saying, I believe, is that you and your wife intentionally looked for a smaller area, smaller market. Is that correct?
That's right. We're hometown people. We love rubbing elbows with people, not only in our day-to-day, practice, but we want to be out in the community, getting to know people as well. We feel like that's really important, and it's building those relationships long-term. And certainly, as I interviewed other offices, other dentists that were selling their practice, we understood that Dr. Dupree was very much the same way as I was, both he and his wife Shelley, and we had such a great first meeting with them and understood who they were, and as we got to know them a little bit more, I realized that they really cared heavily about not only the family that they had developed in their office here, in the patients that they took care of, but also in the community. And that was really important to us, that we saw that in them and we wanted that ourselves. So it was a great matchup for us.
Well, that sounds great. It sounds like you were really looking for a quality environment, a quality practice for you and your family, and quality offering for your patients as well. Tell me more about your practice. Just generally speaking, tell me what services you provide there.
I might say in my training, we didn't have a lot of specialties. In fact, there were very few things that we had to refer out. Consequently, because there weren't specialties, all the training dentists, they did all the specialty work, and so it was a great opportunity for us to really extend our knowledge beyond that of just a general dental school experience. That has been a huge blessing and something I've brought with me to my practice here. Unlike many of the other practices where if you have to go for a surgical procedure, say for a tooth to be taken out, or for some bone grafting or implants, even root canals, those are some of the things that generally will be sent to a specialist, which there really is no need for that. General dentists can do any and all those things, and if they're trained and competent, then they can provide an invaluable service to their patients, which is something that we're really excited about here at Paris Family Dental. But we don't have to send patients elsewhere to get the quality care that they need, that it's all done here in-house. And it's so frustrating. I know, as just being a patient myself just in the general medical sense, but having to go from one doctor to another to try to get something resolved, that's difficult, and you end up having to learn new people, new names, get familiar with different staff, and of course all this is brand new and somewhat daunting, and so it's really nice for the patients to have it all in one place. They feel comfortable with us already, and there really is no need for them to have to go anywhere else, because we can provide the services that they need here. One other thing I might mention too that makes us stand out is that we offer sedation dentistry here. Not a lot of dentists do that, and if there's anything that makes it more easy for the patients, is that we offer that here in office, so patients can come in. The anxiety and the fear, that all can be left the moment they leave their house, because we are certainly making it possible for people to have a very easy, relaxed, and joyful experience as they come.
Well, that's great. And I believe you also perform a rather unique procedure with respect to dental implants and dentures, don't you? Would you explain that just a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. As you know, there are a lot of patients that have dentures. Anybody who has dentures knows they are not a replacement for teeth. They're a replacement for no teeth. And time and time again, we hear people that have complaints with them. They don't stay in, or over time they become more loose. They're difficult to chew with. They fall out when they talk. They make sounds as they hit together. These are all complaints of patients, and what we've done is provided a service now for patients where they can actually, using the same dentures they have, if they're workable, we can place implants down below the gums and allow that to act as anchors for their dentures, so that they're not moving around, so that when they chew, they're staying in place, so they can speak better, so they can eat the things that they want. Their confidence goes up. I mean, the list goes on. The number of things, it's almost endless, and the happiness that comes from that for the patients is actually quite rewarding for us on our end, to see patients really enjoy that experience.
Well, I see a lot of advertisements for all kinds of compounds or adhesives to help people secure their dentures in, and what you're telling me is there's still a much better solution.
Yeah, we throw that away. There's no need for any of that anymore. I mean, they snap into place. They're solid and stable, and they don't move.
Well, that's great. What about cosmetic dentistry? A lot of people are looking into various forms of cosmetic dentistry. Maybe they have chipped teeth, maybe they have discoloring, or a number of problems, and it does affect their appearance, and that of course can affect their self-esteem, their confidence. What types of solutions do you have for those people?
The best suggestion I can say is you need to come in and let's look. I mean, honestly, the avenues, the options are endless. We can do things that are as small as whitening. I mean, and brightening your smile so you feel confidence. Have that confidence when you smile. For the people who have chipped teeth, you get these kids and that chip their teeth when they're younger, and they go their whole life, and then they don't want to smile, and then they're just not as happy. I mean, it's easily restored. We can add bond right to the very tips of teeth and to corners of teeth. We can completely change the way you look just by using veneers or crowns, either on the upper or lower, or even both. We can do single or multiple veneers or crowns, and we can really change people's life. And that's been one of the things that has been most rewarding, is seeing people's lives change, just knowing that there's this added confidence that they have more value in themselves because of the things that we can do cosmetically for them.
Some people, I know there are many wonderful procedures that can be performed that really work miracles. Some people may be a little bit concerned or even deterred by the cost of these procedures. Do you have some solutions for those people?
Absolutely. Right now, the one thing that we're offering is if patients want to come in, we will give them a free examination. And if they want to just have a consultation about certain things, we will certainly be more than willing to sit down and go over costs with them. If they we know this happens, that cosmetic procedures can be something that they look at the bottom line price and they think, well, that's expensive. And we are more than willing to offer discounts for things like that. Everybody's situation is just a little bit different, but we do things as best we can to make it less costly for the patient and try to maximize the use of their insurance and also help them achieve their goals too.
Well, that's great. Well, Dr. Del Toro, I really appreciate your time here in this interview. Are there any other do you have any offerings for new patients or anything else you'd like to close with?
Right now, we do have a very specific promotion. If you're looking to establish yourself at a new practice, come in, let's do an exam on you, and let us take care of your cleaning for free and add fluoride treatment on there as well. Both of those come free if you want to come in and do an exam with us and check out our practice.
Well, thank you, Dr. Del Toro. We appreciate your time very much. And any other final comments you'd like to make before we close this interview?
Well, we're located at 2333 Lamar Avenue here in Paris, Texas. Phone number is 903-785-7671. Come see us. If you just want to come in and say hi or sit down and just have a free consultation, ask for it. We want to serve you. We're here for you. And everybody that comes in here is our family. So we welcome you into our family. That's
excellent. Thank you, Dr. Del Toro. We appreciate your time, and we thank everyone who has watched this video, and wish you a good day. Bye-bye.